Welcome to the latest Coaches Show. My name is Michael Watson, and sitting to the left of me is Cristina Nevins. She's a senior for our UIS women's basketball team. How are you, Cristina?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Cristina, you recently played a really tough Missouri-St. Louis team and fell by 10 points, 74 to 64. However, stepping outside the loss, it was senior day. It was a very special day for you, obviously for a senior, and also Bailey Beal, which she's also a senior for the UIS basketball team. Can you just describe your emotions throughout that day?
It was hard, a hard loss or whatever, especially since it's your last game and you work so hard to try to come back. I think we were down 28 points and we ended up losing by 10. So we definitely crawled back, and it was a really fun atmosphere though, because I'm from Springfield and all my family was there and friends came to support. So there was also like excitement too, but more so sadness, I guess.
You know, I've had the privilege to broadcast your team throughout the year, and one thing I noticed about your team is it seems like you guys always fight back towards the end, and that's one thing I do admire about your team. And you guys did that on senior night, being a senior and everything like that. And how did it feel to play in front of your family and in your hometown?
I love it. Every home game I enjoy playing in front of people. I think I have somebody new come every single game, and they enjoy it. They enjoy watching me play. So I really enjoy playing in front of people that I know, and it's always going to be there.
I noticed that one of the players on Missouri-St. Louis team was from Springfield as well, and she was the same age as you, as Cristina Nevins, and she had an unbelievable game for Missouri-St. Louis. Can you just maybe provide the viewers of the little history, the history between you two? Yeah,
we actually played AAU ball together, and we've known each other since we were like 6 or 7 years old, and grew up playing ball together. And in high school, we played against each other, and it's kind of funny. She's like 6 foot now, but in high school she was my height, and so I guarded her, and it's fun when you get to play against people that you know.
You know, your other teammate, the other senior, Bailey Beal, had an unbelievable season. Can you describe, maybe just provide your thoughts of Bailey's play throughout the year?
Yeah, she's an excellent shooter. She's always a person that I look for whenever I'm looking for assists or anything. I can always count on Bailey knocking down the shot. She's also picked up her defense this year. I think she's led the team with steals. She did great for us this year.
You know, and one thing you mentioned your assist, and I noticed that you rank on top of the team with Alyssa Palmer in assists. I was wondering if maybe you can provide your thoughts about your playmaking abilities throughout this season.
Most of it is just the other side of it, people knocking down the shots. I just try to give them like a great pass and give them the ball directly into their hands and try not to make them have to reach for it and stuff like that. So
again, I've had the privilege to interview your head coach, Coach Fowler, multiple times throughout this year, and she's a wonderful coach. And I was wondering maybe you can maybe just provide your thoughts over her overall coaching philosophy and what she meant to you throughout your stay here at UIS.
Oh yeah, she's great. She never gives up on us. That's one thing I like about her. She is great in motivating us. When we're down, she somehow brings words to help us get back into the game, and I think that's a lot of reasons why we are able to crawl back into the games and stuff. She believes in us, and she just wants like the best for us. She's a great coach.
And while I was interviewing her, one of the words that she mentioned when describing you and Bailey Beal was leadership. I was thinking maybe you can maybe provide an example of Bailey's leadership that you saw throughout the year, possibly.
She's just very good at motivating and stuff like that, and also she shows up at practice every single day, working her butts off, and I think that just showing hard work shows leadership like that.
You know, Thursday your team would be on the road when you take on a really tough Quincy team at Quincy. What are some of your thoughts on your overall team and your overall chances for getting a road win against Quincy?
We got to play hard. We got to play, 40 minutes, the whole 40 minutes of the game. We can't take possessions off, and I think the biggest thing for us on Thursday is that we need to rebound. There's a lot of games where we probably could have won if we would just rebound, and I think if we do the little things on Thursday, then I think we'll come out on top.
looking into the future of this program, you being a senior, so this would be your last year at UIS. What direction do you see the program heading? Is it a positive one? Or?
I think it's definitely going to keep going up. We got more wins this year than last year, and I think every year we're just going to keep progressing forward. And we have a really young team now, so it's just going to keep getting better.
And there is a chance of your team possibly getting into the GLVC tournament still throughout this last week of this of the regular season. Can you describe to the viewers the overall scenario that you guys could possibly get into the GLVC tournament?
Pretty much we have to win on Thursday, and a team that we would be tied with if we were to win has to lose. And then there's other factors that determine who gets to go on and who doesn't. So
there is still a chance.
We just have to win.
So being a senior, you're going to be graduating this spring from UIS. What's your major?
I'm a biology major.
And what do you plan on doing with that major?
I'm trying to get into physical therapy school.
Okay.
So
it's kind of like sports therapy, or?
Yeah, a little bit of that. Just
okay. Well,
orthopedics.
And the last question is, looking at your overall play and your overall team, what's your overall thoughts of your overall play as a player, and then your overall thought about your team so far throughout this year?
Well, I love my team. I'm definitely going to miss them, and I think, again, they're just going to keep improving every year, and I think we have as many wins as we do because of the hard work that everybody put into it.
Well, Christina, I just want to thank you very much for coming in and allowing me to interview you, and I just want to congratulate you on a great senior year here at UIS, and you'll be missed. Up next on the Coaches Show, we have the UIS men's basketball team, Chigozie Umeadi and Michael Fakuade. Welcome back to the Coaches Show. I'm Michael Watson, and sitting to the left of me are two seniors from our UIS men's basketball team, Chigozie Umeadi and Michael Fakuade. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. And I was real happy this past Saturday when your ball team won a really close game against Missouri St. Louis. Great game, by the way. And Michael, I was going to start with you. It was 70-69 final, and you're on the free throw line shooting two. You drained the first one and missed the second one. Just go over your overall free throw routine and your overall train of thought during those two free throws.
Basically for the first one, I just tried to get up to the rim as high as I can just to make sure, we could get a good bounce because it was a one-on-one situation. So if I get it as high as I can, we probably get a chance at the offensive rebound. Just take my time, be calm, and knock the first one in for sure.
And this past Saturday was a senior night for both of you. And Chigozie, being a senior, obviously, for our UIS basketball team, what's your overall thought of that day and your emotions throughout that day?
You never know when your last day of basketball is really going to be, and it was just great to see everybody come out. We had a great crowd that day, and great to see my parents come down and walk with me and get our senior pictures and, talk to our coach and just really have a good time playing and, one last time for the regular season, and it was just a great experience.
What about you, Michael? What was your overall emotions and train of thought throughout that senior day?
Basically, it was just really exciting, just having our family there, our teammates, the whole crowd in general. We just took it as a game as we needed to win, but also like a memorable game to remember, something that, we can never get back.
It's kind of open-ended question for both of you, but is it nervous playing in front of your family and friends?
No, not really. I've been doing it forever, and it's just I actually feel a lot more calm when they're there. So it's a great feeling to play in front of my parents and in front of my peers as well.
What about you, Michael?
It's more excitement for me. It actually makes me play better knowing my mom, dad, and all friends are watching me play. So it's a lot more excitement for me.
Well, your team will be on the road this Thursday against a good Quincy team, and last time you guys won by 3 points here at the track on the campus of UIS. So what is your again? This question is for both of you, starting with you, Chigozie. What does your team have to do to get a win on the road?
Quincy's a great team. They do a lot of good things. We're just going to have to keep doing what we've been doing, shoot the ball well, defend, rebound, and, if things go our way, we should be all right.
What about you, Mike?
I feel like defense is going to be really critical and rebounding the ball as well. We just got to make sure that, we rebound the ball, play defense, and get out pressure and contest.
I was looking at some of the stats, and I was looking at some of your stats, Michael, and I noticed you had 80 block shots this season. Can you just tell the viewers, your overall, your blocking this season, your overall block shots, and your defensive play throughout this year?
It's not something that I kind of like practice or anything. It's just whatever I feel like it can help the team. So, if I can block a shot, even take a charge, it's just being in the right place at the right time. So,
I've had the opportunity to interview Coach Wearsba, your head coach, multiple times, and starting with you, Chigozie, can you just provide the viewers with the overall thoughts of Coach Wearsba and his philosophy within basketball?
Mm-hmm. Coach Wearsba does a great job of trying to prepare us. Offensively, we run a ton of plays, and it helps us. We run through them all the time, and it makes it really hard to scout us. So I think that Coach being able to have such a good, large playbook and us being able to run so many different plays and sets really gives us an advantage against other teams.
What about you, Mike?
I feel like Coach does a great job of, motivating us, make sure that we don't quit. Just, preparing us for the games, like within scouting reports, knowing each and every player's weaknesses and how we should guard them.
So probably on Friday, we'll have your opponent set for Sunday's match, and again, your team will be in action Sunday at 3 o'clock at the track, and it's the first round of the GLVC tournament. So, taking that. What does your team have to do, Chigozie, to get a win this Sunday and advance downtown to Springfield?
Momentum. I feel like when you get to postseason play, a lot of momentum plays a huge role into how well you play. And if we can get a win on Thursday, we kind of worry about every game, take things day by day. So, if we get a win on Thursday, that'll help us prepare for Sunday, and I think that'll help us come out victorious.
What about you, Mike?
Just bring energy. It could be our last game, so we got to treat every game like our last. So we got to feel like there's nothing to hold back, nothing we can lose. So we got to come out and play tough.
So, this being your last year at UIS and being seniors, you guys will graduate this spring. Can you provide the viewers with your overall major and your overall goals, job-wise after basketball?
Sure. I'm a double major in business administration and management. And hopefully after I graduate, I'm looking at hopefully entering the sports marketing and sports management world and looking at hopefully eventually becoming a sports agent.
Mike?
I'm a political science major, and most likely I'll probably be preparing for my LSAT this summer and taking practice LSATs and preparing for our LSAT in the fall, and after that applying for law school.
Well, both Chigozie and Michael, I appreciate you guys coming in and providing some minutes for an interview, and I wish you the best of luck on Sunday and Thursday as well, and hope you guys get wins both those days. Thanks. Up next, we have Jermaine Love-Roberts and Lester Hart here on the Coaches Show. Welcome back to the Coaches Show. I'm Michael Watson, and to the left of me is Jermaine Love-Roberts and Lester Hart, and they're both seniors from our UIS men's basketball team. Gentlemen, how are you?
Good, pretty good. Good.
This past Saturday, you guys faced a really, really tough Missouri St. Louis ball club, and it was also senior night, a very, very exciting win for both of you guys. Jermaine, I'll start with you. What did senior day, mean to you?
Last time, I'm able to have a regular season game in front of a good crowd. It marks the last time you really play at home. So it was just great coming out and playing in front of a good crowd.
What about you, Lester?
It meant a lot. Despite everything that you go through. Growing up and everything like during your college career and everything, and to get to your last senior night it feels good, especially when your family and friends coming out and watching you play. So it's a good feeling. I
asked the same question to Michael and Chigozie, but having your family there in attendance, means a lot. And Jermaine, what did it feel like for you to have your family there?
It feels good. My father and my stepmom, they actually came to a lot of games. Road games, home games. So they've been here, quite often, and it always puts me at ease when they're here, just knowing that they're here supporting me is definitely a good feeling.
What about you, Lester?
For me, it was good. My brothers came, watched me play, and I was real surprised that my dad was able to come. He's been sick last couple of years, so it felt real good for him to come and watch me play or whatever. And I was real happy that he came and watched. So.
Part of that ceremony was you talking to your coach. When you guys walk onto the court during the whole senior ceremony, and I was wondering possibly what Coach Wearsba said to you, Jermaine, when you walked out.
He just embraced me and just said, like, you had a terrific season. It's been a wonderful emotion coaching you, and he just said we're not done yet because we still had to play the game, and our season's not over.
What about you, Lester?
Pretty much the same thing. He told me he was proud of me and keep up the good work and everything like that, and get ready to play. So.
Speaking of Coach Wearsba, and I asked the same question previously, but Jermaine, starting with you, what do you think of Coach Wearsba and his overall philosophy of basketball?
Well, I mean, his philosophy is just come out and just give effort every day, and that's what we try to do, on a daily basis with practice and coming into games. He's real big about being prepared. Being prepared, for practice, being prepared for the games. So that's something that we try to bring to everything we do.
What about you, Lester? What's your overall thoughts of Coach Wearsba?
I think he do a real good job on the scouting reports. Before every game we play, he has scouting reports for us, and they let us know the strengths and weaknesses of the other team and the players and everything like that. So it gives us an idea of what to expect and everything like that. So
your ball club isn't done yet, so
right.
You guys have 2 games for sure. One game on Thursday against a really tough Quincy team. Saying what Michael and Chigozie already said about Quincy, what Jermaine, what does your team have to do to get a win on the road this Thursday?
I have to say to be aggressive, because they gonna play a zone. So, a lot of times when teams play a zone, they want you to just shoot outside shots. So if we can attack the zone the way I know we can attack it and get touches inside, it'll work out well for us. Another thing is being able to stay poised. When you never know what they're going to do in the zone. They might trap, they might throw different things at you. So if we can keep our poise and just stay aggressive, we'll be good.
What about you, Lester?
I think we need to stay aggressive and also defense, I think, is going to win the game for us. We need to lock in a little bit more on defense and communicate a lot more on defense, because at times we have defensive lapses where we're not communicating as much, and we pick that up. I think we'd be a really tough ball club to beat.
Chigozie mentioned before that momentum is the big big part for Sunday's game. Say if you guys would win on the road Thursday against Quincy, you guys would have that momentum as a team going into Sunday's match. Besides the whole momentum aspect, on a Thursday or on Sunday, it's the first round of the tournament, so it's gonna be a big game for UIS and as a whole. Looking at the game so far, Jermaine, what's your overall thought of it?
Of Sunday's game?
Yes.
Just come ready to play. We worked hard, to have a postseason game, and we don't want to let things slip. So just being awarded, something that we work so hard for, just come ready to play.
What about you, Lester?
I just think, right now, I just feel like we need to, focus a little bit more on Quincy, because it's a lot still. We still have a lot at stake for Thursday's game versus Quincy. But Sunday when that gets here, we're gonna be ready to play and everything like that. So just focus in on the task at hand. So we'll be good.
I guess just take a game at a time, really. And I noticed the Blue Crew is actually trying to get a bus going to Quincy for Thursday. And I was just maybe provide your thoughts over the whole Blue Crew atmosphere throughout this year.
The Blue Crew is crazy, with their buckets and the yelling and all the chaos they create. It's definitely like a 6-man, because the away team, they hear that. They hear it, and we love it. We feed off of it, and it's been definitely a pleasure having them.
What about you, Lester?
I think they've been real clutch for us. I think with them, they give us a lot of energy. We had games where it'd be barely no one in the stands, you know. And with them there, that brings everyone morales up, and everybody, you know, feel like playing, you know, with them there.
I know I had the privilege of broadcasting your games throughout the year, and I would be sitting there and I can't hear anything because the Blue Crew's making so much noise. And the best example of that was against Rockhurst when you guys played Rockhurst, and you guys are winning pretty big. And the coach Bill O'Connor fell to his knees and got a technical because the Blue Crew was just giving him a bunch of noise at him. So that that was a great moment throughout the year. And you guys being seniors, you guys will be graduating this spring, and starting with you, Jermaine. What's your major and what's your overall goals post basketball and post UIS?
Post UIS. Well, I plan to just go into, well, my major is communications. I plan to go in the public relations field. You know, it's some firms downtown Chicago that I've been having my eye on, so I'm definitely gonna look into that.
So going back to Chicago then?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Lester?
My major is business management. I plan on to, well, I was thinking about going to grad school and everything like that, and get my master's and everything, and just see what's going on from there.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck, post UIS, and I hope you guys do achieve those goals. And as I want to tell you, congratulations on a great season from both of you, and and good luck on Thursday and Saturday and Sunday on the first round of the GLVC tournament. So
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm Michael Watson from all the people here at the Electronic Media Department and the UIS Athletics Department. I just want to tell you thank you very much for tuning in and watching the Coaches Show. Until next time, I'll see you later.